a lot of random stuff. A lot.
A juicer.
I bought it at 1064. I got a game too. Is that random?
I got real into paintings and plants.
Plants. Yup. Plants?
Bought a human-sized hamster ball. I don't know why. It is fun though.
The human-sized hamster ball is strange. The N64 and GameCube are not. I ride for that. I hope you got Super Mario Sunshine.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Marissa Roberto, and guys, we did it! Football is officially back today. And in honor of the Ravens and Chiefs opening the NFL season, let's take a look at some of their biggest storylines for the season. Of course, we have to start with the Chiefs and their pursuit of history, as the two-time defending Super Bowl champs look for the three-peat. 8 teams in NFL history have won back-to-back Super Bowls. None of those teams returned to the championship for a third straight season, and 3 didn't even make the playoffs. But the Chiefs' core is back for another season, and they've added talent around Patrick Mahomes, signing the likes of Juju Smith-Schuster and Hollywood Brown, and first-round draft pick Xavier Worthy. So we could see the Chiefs' offense rebound after a down year by their standards. And even though history says they won't three-peat, our friends at FanDuel think they have the best chance to win again at plus 550. Do we put money on this? Do we see it happen again? I don't know. This happens once every few lifetimes, you know, so is this the lifetime where it happens? Is Taylor Swift right? Now, for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, this season is all about getting over the hump. Since entering the league in 2018, Lamar has had plenty of individual success. In 2019, he became just the second unanimous MVP. Then last year doubled down, winning a second MVP, becoming just the 11th player to win multiple MVP awards. And coming into the season, with 16-1 odds on FanDuel, he's among the favorites to take home the award again. But all that individual success has not translated to the playoffs. In fact, Jackson is the only player to win multiple MVPs and no Super Bowl. And despite reaching the postseason in 5 of his 6 seasons, the Ravens have just 2 playoff wins with Lamar under center. Last year, they fell short against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game on home turf.
Any game I play, and I feel like it's a revenge game, so I'm not just going to look at this game like a revenge game. Anybody we played, no matter if we beat them or lost to them previous years, I just want to win.
Now, the Ravens went out and made a big addition of their own in the offseason, signing workhorse running back Derrick Henry to a 2-year deal. And no one has rushed more and for more yards than Henry over the past 5 years. So he should take the pressure off Lamar, who's been the team's top running threat for the past 5 years. And after the Ravens running backs carried the ball just 6 times in that AFC Championship loss, we could see Henry take on a big role in his Ravens debut. His projected 15.5 rushing attempts are the most of any player in tonight's game. And according to FanDuel, he's the favorite to find the end zone at minus 125. It all gets started tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TSN. It's finally here. It's finally here. Okay, let's get excited. Let's get the snacks out. Let's go. Earlier this week, Leon Draisaitl and the Edmonton Oilers agreed on a record-breaking contract extension, which will see Draisaitl in Edmonton for another 8 seasons. At $14 million a year, it's the highest AAV in NHL history. And Leon seemed pumped about the deal, as seen by his post on Instagram after the news broke. But how excited should Oilers fans be? Well, the answer is not as straightforward as you might think. On one hand, Edmonton locked up one of the NHL's top players. On the other hand, though, teams with the highest paid player have not had the most success in the playoffs. This past year, Nathan MacKinnon's $12.6 million deal was at the top of the league. And while the Avs had a decent year, they ultimately fell to the Dallas Stars in round 2 of the playoffs, which is actually one of the better runs a team has had with the league's highest paid player. Draisaitl's teammate Connor McDavid had a 5-year run with the highest salary, and in those years, the Oilers won just 3 playoff series, and even missed the playoffs entirely in 2018-19. It was a similar story for the Blackhawks when Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews had the highest hits, as in 3 seasons they lost in round 1 twice, and missed the playoffs entirely in 2017-2018. And even the Great 8 couldn't find success as the highest paid player, as in his 4 seasons with the biggest contract, the Capitals won just 2 playoff series. Every NHL front office dreams of having the best players on their team. But it's important to remember it comes with a price. For many of these teams, paying their top guys meant letting depth pieces go. This even happened to Edmonton this offseason, when Philip Broberg and Dylan Holloway signed offer sheets with the St. Louis Blues. And Oilers GM Stan Bowman indicated that cap constraints played a role in their decision not to match. Without a doubt, Leon Draisaitl is deserving of this massive contract extension, and he's been one of the NHL's best players over the last few seasons. However, recent NHL history suggests that paying a player top dollar can limit a team's success. The Oilers fans, and Leon Draisaitl are certainly hoping they can be on the other side of history. You know what, I want that for them too. As much as we have a little beef, Leafs fans, Oilers fans, it's still all love, okay? We're still a Canadian team. I still want you guys to be happy. I do, I swear. To the WNBA now, where Caitlin Clark continues to do things we've never seen in the league.
It's up, it won't go, Clark pulls it down, and this building knows what that means.
That rebound secured a triple-double in last night's win over LA. She's now the only rookie to ever record a triple-double, and she's done it twice. But we all know Caitlin's bread and butter is the D-ball. And it was a historic night on that front too, as she became the fastest woman to reach 100 3-pointers. And Clark's been on a mission since she was left off the women's Olympic team. In 8 games since the Olympic break ended, she's averaging over 24 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds, guiding the Fever to a 7-1 record in their first playoff berth in 8 years. And even the likes of LeBron James have taken notice. We talked about living in a lifetime of history and seeing history unfolding. We're getting to see the same thing in the WNBA, and with Caitlin, it's kind of beautiful, no? That's it for me today. We'll see you right back at tomorrow 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Have a good one.